Hey guys, what's going on? Huh? Hope everything is going well today. It's Scott again. So here we are on the Gross Kurfurst. I think it's actually Grosser. It's spelled with a B, but it's actually pronounced with an S. Grosser Kurfurst. So, I guess I've started on it. I didn't really think I did, but we have. So, I thought I'd give you an update as to where we are. Obviously, we've got the hull done. I need to go ahead and hit it with some future furniture polish, just through the airbrush and make sure it's sealed. I did a little pre-shading too. It's very subtle, but you can see almost like right in through there. A little darkness underneath it. Trying to give it some whole plating there. What else is going on with here? I really kind of like the build. It's not too elaborate, it's not too detailed. The instructions, ditto, they're not too detailed, but it's nice to be able to have the turret spin and the guns elevate. So the reason I did this one, I kind of got into dreadnoughts. And of course, we all know that the dreadnought was built by Britain and rendered everybody obsolete. And this was one of the first German dreadnoughts in answer to Britain. So I'm kind of getting a kick out of it. And it's going together pretty easy. Couple things to think about. First of all, on photo etch. I love photo etch, don't get me wrong. This is White Incense Photo Etch Group. However, their instructions are lacking a little bit. I mean, it only mentions a few parts. There's 3. Here's the overview. A few others. That's it. But look at all the parts. So you kind of got to know what you're doing and be sure to reference back to this because it doesn't call out anything. If you notice, no railings anywhere mentioned, but we got tons of railings. So you got to kind of think it through, pay attention to what you're doing, kind of like next step on the instructions for the model. Okay, take a look at the White Ensign parts. But you got to kind of know also a little bit about battleships because he's calling some parts out here that are called out by their actual names. Like, oh, here's one, breech assembly. People don't necessarily know what a breech assembly is. Or here, casemate covers. I like that personally. And you can see what it says there. After the Battle of Jutland, 88 millimeters and the upper casemates were removed. And personally, I like that look. So I've already removed the casemates. It was just a piece of brass that went right over them. Very nice, very nice. So what else is coming up? Well, I'm just sitting things on it. The next thing really, before I get going, if you follow the instructions, if you do, I don't know, let's take a look here. They're kind of bass-ackwards. What do you expect? It's coming from Poland. So we did the guns. So the next part really is starting on the deck. And the casemate for the main deck. This is the first time I've done a dreadnought. I kind of like the look of them. So I'm looking forward to doing that. But as you guys know, I'm going to be building this using Artwork Scale Deck. So really that is the next part. So here it is. Very cool. Very cool. And what I did is I went ahead and spray painted the main hatches. I don't really care about the overspray there because it's not going to show through the wood. Now, I've heard great things. This will be the first time I actually use Artworks. I used another product and honestly it was pain in the butt. It kept coming up. It was a little bit of a frustration. My suggestion to you guys though, if you're going to use wood decks, is to treat this like a model unto itself. Spend your time with it. Each one of those is perforated where the hatches come in and the rounds for the turrets, but they're not perforated all the way. So you got to kind of take your time playing with it. Treat it like a model. Get your X-Acto out. Get a fresh blade. Get a sharp one. Maybe have a couple X-Actos ready to go. And just take your time trimming all those little pieces out. And then when it's time to put it on the deck, test fit, test fit, test fit, test fit before you're ever ready to go. You notice it also comes with photo etch. So it has the insets and it also has all the hatch covers. So that's got to be really pretty cool. God, that's a terrible picture. Sorry. There you go. So that's kind of what we're doing right now. I went ahead and built the stand. I think that will be the stand I'll use for it. But it's an enjoyable kit, and you can get these dirt cheap, especially on eBay. I think I paid $17 for this kit, and I'm really enjoying it. I think it's a nice refresher, just a refreshing, fun, exciting, interesting build after doing a custom build by request for a person. So, what else can I tell you about it? There aren't a whole lot of parts. You won't need a lot of aftermarket to make it really pop. And I was working lately with a 1 to 32nd model. It was a Mustang. So getting back to the 1 to 350 parts, it's kind of fun. Things happen kind of quickly with it. But I'm going to, probably the next time we share a video together, I will have the hard deck down, the hardwood down. And I'll give you a really good shot at that. All right. Hope you guys are having fun. Happy modeling. Talk to you soon.